the play fake on first down. He's going to take a shot. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
You know, you hear a lot about pregame jitters and nerves. I'm not sure if the quarterback really felt fully convinced that's where that ball should have gone, David, because that just looked shaky from the get-go.
Yeah, and I think your goal as an offensive coordinator, so many offensive coordinators across the country, what do they tell us? I got to get my quarterback in a rhythm, make it easy on him early. That wasn't it. You could tell a little bit of confusion, and that's the opposite of getting him in a rhythm. Now you got him in a funk to start this game, and the defense gets a takeaway on play one.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. When you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and
turning it on! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Bill, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
Cardinals can really attack on this second and short. They'll try the run. Runs through the tackle. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the Cardinals are facing 3rd and inches. Intercepted, big play, stops the run. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top of the pick.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his eye.
Oh, he's got a strike. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to ride this running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Catch in the middle, it's not. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What's he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, then this offense is virtually unstoppable. Because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field, SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
Quarterback may change this route. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Mustang! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? You see it move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the left side. Finding an escape route. Picks up the first down, still moving. Off to the races to the right. He's at the tip. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Louisville! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays.
Right, nigga ran an outside zone and cut it back like it was a counter. That's crazy.
It starts with the run game, and this guy setting everything up.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. That one comes out hot down the right side.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's got an open man. Flying down the right side. At the 20. Touchdown, SMU. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
And it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection
this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease to the left. Trusted on that. He's got 93 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Brown has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been fired early in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Scanning the field, it's Moss. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
The Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Rides the back on the option to get it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Knight. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
The give to the tailback. There we go. At the 30. The tag. And the unloaded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Mustang.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, show
football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ball State came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Muncie had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got his man in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Quickly to the tight end. Boom. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Cardinals in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Right down the middle. With the catch, it's Lacy. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The Cardinals have it with a first and 10. Wants to throw again. Unloads it left. It's complete. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's second and 8. Dropping back, it's Moss. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Cardinals! Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to Johnson. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. The Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Right back to the well. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get him across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Grab over the middle, it's Hudson. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to buy time. Trying to get rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
So now it's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And that lead grows even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back looking for room. At the 35, he's loose. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw. It's Moss. Makes the grab. It's Brown. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. won't have any more left this half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Mustangs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Under fire. As he throws.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long into the 28. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Bringing the heat. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The handoff to Johnson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
And the Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running behind that left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles those, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs in the ground.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
Give to Brown. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Back to pass, it's Moss. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass there.
Breaking rules out here, Mark. You're supposed to punt that.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play to take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football. There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They'll give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. Yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And the Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with a run. He's 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. A drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
To throw, it's Moss. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds a man on the left. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got a man, it's Lacy. And he'll be brought down. The Cardinals want to move quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Moss. Grab near the marker. It's Skinner. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Off play action. He's not afraid to go deep. Fires in the trap and picked off. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. If you got the lead in the fourth quarter, get your nickel package. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on the takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Here's a hit. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Oh, they're after him. Snagged in the middle. It's Brinson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Man, when I blitz as a defense, I want to get home. I got to get to that quarterback, get him on the ground, not hit him as he's throwing it, and he gets it off right here. Just a split second too late. Didn't get to the quarterback in enough time. The quarterback did a good job assessing it, making a play down the field.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? This drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Moss. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere to go. The ball is loose. Bounced right back to them. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Turns it on at midfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 40. absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to throw. It's Moss. Still looking on the move. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, State! Made the grab and took it on in for a score.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10.
Cricket.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Slings it. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to throw. It's Moss. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. Touchdown Cardinals. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ohio was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Athens. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Inside the touchdown, SMU. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a 4-3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Moss. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that will be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter if they could have done it with 2nd down coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the backboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try, right? Give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, then you're going to have time to throw.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Spits it out to the back. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Moss. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in, it's Brown. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The old coaching cliche goes